Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is officially summer around here, and so we actually just picked up Naomi from her last day of school. So we are getting geared up for summer, and I'm really excited about like a change in pace and not having to be in the school pickup line and all of that. But one thing I've realized about myself recently is whenever there's a break or a change in routine or rhythm, I really struggle, like with my mental health and all of that. And so what I realized is if I can keep some type of structure going, I can feel a lot better and keep my sanity and not just feel like total overwhelm and chaos. So today I'm going to share with you 10 things that we're going to do around here to keep the peace and to keep the sanity and have a lot of fun over the summer. All right, hey y'all, I had to move in here because the kids wanted to watch television, which is another reason why we're finna go over the schedule for the summer, because if it was up to them, they would probably do that all summer, and we're not having that. So I also gave them a snack, which was not on my list. Y'all know I struggle with sticking to my numbers, but we keep a strict snack schedule around here during summertime because if y'all know from when you were kids, you'll probably just eat all day if you have the choice. And so I'm really trying to avoid that both for my budget and my sanity, because you will be going to get snacks all summer. And then another hack is if you have littles, then you want to pre-package the snacks. If you don't buy pre-packaged snacks like I don't, put them in Ziploc bags or put them where they can grab them. And we usually have fruit that they can grab freely, and that just helps me to not be getting up and getting everybody snacks all day long. Okay, let's jump into it. Number one is I gather all of my core dates and I put them on my calendar. Actually, let me grab my calendar so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me grab it real quick. Okay, I have my planner. Okay, what I mean by core dates, so like if I look at June, I have all my husband's workout times when he has workouts. I have all of our vacations, all of like if we're going to a conference and my husband has a business trip, that's on the calendar. I finally got the kids in swim, so that's on the calendar. Any birthday parties that we have RSVP'd to, that's on the calendar. So these are kind of like all the little one-offs. I fill them into the calendar for the next, like for June, July, and August, so I can kind of have a macro view of what it is our summer is going to look like. I can get the pulse of each month. So like if June is pretty packed, I don't know if y'all can see that, but if June is packed and someone says, hey, let's hang out, then I'll probably recommend let's not do June, let's do July. Or if we're thinking through as a family when are going to be our chill days, I will base it off of our core dates. And once those are in there, I can feel like, okay, I have a little bit more control over my summer instead of feeling like, you know, whiplash every time something comes up or we have to do something. Number two is I make a summer bucket list, and I usually do this with the girls because I am not naturally a fun mom. I try to hold myself accountable to live a little bit by making a bucket list. If you have older kids, they can really get into this. Even if you have younger kids like I do, they say stuff like we want to go to the beach, and sometimes, you know, you got to reel them back in if they're out of the budget. But it's just really cool to see the things they want to do. Or sometimes I will put things on there, like I will put, which sounds really ridiculous, but you have to know your personality type. I will be the type to fill it up with work and fill it up with being productive and look up and not have spent any intentional time. And so I'll put things on there like go ride bikes 5 times at the school, or you know what I mean, go explore a new park, or go to the beach, or go see the movies. Go to see a movie, stuff like that. And you make that bucket list, so then again you can look back at your calendar and fill it in. Where do we want to get this done? Or you can even hang it up somewhere at the house, and when they have those bored days, because sometimes too they're gonna be bored at home, because that's good for character development. But they can look at that and know, hey, we finna go somewhere pretty soon. So, you know, it just gives them something to look forward to. You know how you feel when you have a vacation or a fun date night or something on the calendar. And with that, I will try to do a bucket list, because it is summer and the kids are out. We almost have, I don't want to say less time to connect. We're pretty good about connecting at odd times. But since it is summer, I try to get like 1 or 2 date nights, which you might be like, dang, that sucks. But it is what it is. It's the season that we're in. And so maybe we'll do like a day date or something. But we'll put it on the calendar. What is it that you want to do? And see what I want to do. And then we'll put that into the calendar. Number 4, one of my favorite things, I have a work list and a house project list. So this is kind of stuff that we want to get done. I love this because this will help us get a pulse for how productive we're being. Are we being good stewards of our time? when we do have like a downtime, or when I am looking at my week and planning my week and seeing what needs to be done, I know what's on this list. Like for instance, we're doing the storage this summer. We're making that into an office space for me. We're turning this room into Kai's room and stuff like that. So we can work through those, and we know like, hey, we're done, or hey, we probably need to focus more here. Hey, we've been going out too much, things like that. And it just helps keep us, it helps us feel productive. It also helps me rest, because I know if I'm like blasting through this list, then I have more time throughout the week to just kind of hang out and connect with people. Number 5, I always like to have personal goals. Y'all, I'm talking about even if it's spring break, it's a week long. Like I said, when my routine gets off, I feel almost unsafe, which is very dramatic. But COVID taught me this. All these random breaks taught me this. If my routines are off, I just feel off. So what helps me is if I have personal goals, then I can make sure I have the systems and daily show up for myself. So for instance, I have a weight loss goal this summer. I'm trying to get back in shape after having a baby. I know that prioritizing working out every day is going to make the summer feel familiar, if that makes sense. So sometimes you feel unsafe because the time feels unfamiliar because you're out of your routines, but I know I can always count on waking up, working out, or in the evening winding down with the walk. And so having even just 1 or 2 personal goals, because you can actually achieve a lot within 60 days, 70 days, however long your summer break is. Okay, number 6, once I have all the core days down, then I'm looking kind of on a more micro level, and I'm looking at my weekly rhythms and daily rhythms. So what I mean by that is, although school is out, what we're not about to be doing in this household is waking up whenever we want to. If that works for you, cool. Like, yes, we're more relaxed. I'm not waking my kids up at 6 a.m. Shoot, they wake up early anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. But we're not just gonna be just doing whatever, because everybody feels terrible after that. After 2 weeks of just laying around doing whatever, no, everybody feels terrible after that. So we're gonna keep our weekly rhythm. So what that means is Monday through Friday, those are still generally work weeks for my husband and I. So we're taking turns watching the kids. Maybe I have 2 work days, he has 2 work days, and then we have a fun Friday family day. But even on the daily level, we still have little kids and they still nap. Some of them do not. Whether you nap or not, it's none of my business, but you will have quiet time, you know what I mean, after lunch to about 2. What this allows is having blocks, like still honoring our blocks. So in the morning we have our morning block. We generally will go to the gym, the kids will play, we'll work or work out, and we'll have lunch either at the gym, because also there's a lot of like lunch programs where they feed your kids. I'm like, yes, we will take it, because I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to prepare anything. It's easy. It's something for them to do. It's something different for the summer. And so we'll do that. That kills time. And then we come home and they know that's the rest block. And the rhythms, even though they might complain about it and want to do something fun, it helps everybody know what's next. And my kids need to know what's next in order to feel safe as well. And so we'll do like that rest period where they nap or have quiet time where they can read a book. My husband and I, we can, if we're tired, nap, or we can, which that's probably not gonna happen, but we can work on things or just connect. And so we know when we also have those unwind times, because when you're constantly with your kids all day long, which most of the time I am anyways, but if you aren't, this is a good tip, is even if they're grown, you got 2 hours of rest time. You can nap, you can read, you can do whatever, but this is quiet time. So the familiarity of that routine is really, really helpful. And then we know, like, if we're gonna spend all day at a water park or something, we know, hey, we're not gonna touch Monday through Thursday or even Monday through Friday. Or if we do, we're gonna place it after that evening nap block so that we don't feel like all over the place. And then again, this is not religion. Like, we're gonna, if someone's like, hey, let's hang out in the morning, if I can plan for it, I will. But I'm not about to just throw out all my goals and all my work goals because it's summer. Like, that makes me feel, I don't know if you've ever been where you're hanging out with people and you just the whole time are thinking about, I need to get this, this, and this done. I don't like that. It doesn't honor the people and it doesn't honor my work. So our weekly rhythms and our daily rhythms are so, so important, even in the summer. And kind of with that daily rhythm thing, I make a to-do list on my note section of my phone almost every night for the next day. This is really crucial in the summer because, again, there's not those natural systems that you would be doing. And so I will make a note section. And another reason why this is helpful, when I do get a random text like, hey, y'all want to meet us at the park? I can look at my note section and say, actually, I only have 2 items done on my checklist today. I won't be able to go to the park, or I have 4 done and I can do the other one on the way to the park. Then cool, I can come. It just helps me, excuse me, it helps my mind, y'all. I know I'm sounding crazy, but it helps my mind a lot. And number 9, we do a summer budget. We're not about to go broke over trying to give kids the summer of a lifetime, because what does that even mean? You can have a lot of fun on a budget, sticking to what your budget is. For instance, we want to take the kids to the beach. Well, I need to go see my friend. She lives near a beach. It's not the cutest beach, but that's probably the beach we're gonna hit because it falls in the budget. And if we didn't have the budget to go to that beach, then we'd probably go to a local beach, like whatever. As long as your kids want experiences more than anything. They don't really know, like, oh, we want to fly to Bora Bora. Your kid, I mean, you don't have to do all that. And so we try to stay within our budget and have a lot of fun. There's lakes you can go to. There's so many free things that you can do with your kids. You do not have to break the bank for Instagram. So you can have these perfect photos or whatever it is that you may be going for. I don't know, but don't feel that pressure. Relieve that pressure. We spend a lot of time. One thing we do, a budget tip too, is we will go on Facebook Marketplace or go to Academy while there's a sale and buy a pool. And we will set that pool up. And then during that, after that nap block, that afternoon fun block, we will fill up the pool and let them play in water. Kids just want to play in water. They want to feel free. They want to feel cool. Another thing that I just thought about too, y'all, hair. Hair is a whole situation. So when the girls get older, I imagine I will box braid everybody's hair for the summer. But right now I'm not using fake hair in their head. And so I'll probably do some either box braids on their hair or just really pull it back. It has to be pulled back though, because I'm not about to be combing hair every day either, every time they get in the water. And I want them to feel free to get in the water and live their lives. So yeah, that's all my tips, y'all. Let me know if this was helpful. When it comes to your mental health or just feeling good about yourself, you will find that you may think that routines make you feel restricted. They actually make me feel freer because I know exactly where things should go. I know exactly the rhythm that my household needs to make sure we have our chores done. And that's another thing. Summer is the perfect time because it's slowing down. Summer is the perfect time to start new rhythms that you want to be in place whenever the school year starts. So for instance, I want everybody to start getting their junk out of my car when they get out of the car. So I've implemented the whole full hands thing. When you get out of the car, you have full hands. Why? Because we're going slower in the summer, so there's not as much of a rush and time frame. So if I can build the habit now, then we can have it going into the school year. Another one is my husband and I are waking up early, but what I found is that at nighttime we have to be prepared at night so that we have smoother mornings. And so I'm so embarrassed to say this is one thing I have not mastered because I just be so tired at the end of the day, but this is a perfect time to do that. I want my children to start getting better at cleaning off the table, and so cleaning is an activity. So my kids know not to tell me they're bored because cleaning is an activity, and it's an activity they will be doing. Excuse me. So don't feel like you have to rush through cleaning periods. Like after breakfast, let's clean up. Let's sweep together. Let's do it together. Because, that's life skills. Like, that's an activity for the summer. Anyways, I hope you find freedom in this. I hope it doesn't make you anxious. Just sit down, draw out blocks of time, how you want your flexible, it's always a flexible schedule to look like. Do your bucket list, do things you must get done this summer to go into the school year feeling successful and just ready to conquer a faster pace of life. I love y'all. See you in the next video. Bye.